Welcome back to the Morristown Market Report. I'm Amy Schrader with Remax Real Estate 10. Our special guest today is Leslie Connor. She is with the Noah's Ark Animal Rescue here in Hamlin County. Welcome, Leslie. We're glad to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Noah's Ark for those who may not be familiar with you guys.
Noah's Ark is an animal rescue. We're here in Hamlin County. We serve pretty much most of Morristown, but not only is it a rescue organization, we take in dogs and cats and hopefully get them adopted into lovely homes. We also have people out on the streets. Out on the streets, it sounds so wild, but they're trapping and releasing feral and stray cats. They trap them, get them fixed, then release them again, which helps with the overpopulation problem. Also, there are a lot of spay and neuter clinics. We have been booked up for like 6 months out.
I'm sure.
All of these people that are taking advantage of the low-cost spay and neuter programs. Noah's Ark will organize them and fund them. So it's helping to get at least 30 to 40 cats and dogs fixed each month.
Okay. Do you have any upcoming spay or neuter clinics?
Well, there are, but like I said, they were booked up so far in advance.
Okay.
We don't really know any dates that are going to be coming.
Gotcha,
that
you're going to have availability.
But I would say on the Facebook page, Noah's Ark Facebook page, there are postings every time that there are openings for clinics.
Okay. And I know we had talked before we got started about Noah's Ark. How do people find you on Facebook? Because Ark is not spelled like Noah's Ark in the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a little confusing. And like you had mentioned, there are a lot of rescues called Noah's Ark, but it is Noah's Ark with a C, Animal Rescue. And if you look, you can do a little bit of a search. If you say Morristown, Tennessee, ours will pop up. But I think that we can share the link. I think.
Yeah, we'll share the link in the comments after the video's over.
And you can also get to the link to the Pet Finder page for Noah's Ark. And that's where all of the pictures and descriptions of the animals that we have available for adoption are on the Pet Finder page.
Okay. Do you all charge a fee for adoption?
Yes, there is an adoption fee. I would love to be able to tell you what it is, but I do not know.
That's the great thing about live videos.
I know that it is an adoption fee because the animals are going to be fixed. They will be spayed or neutered. They will be vaccinated. They will be ready to go home. So really the adoption fee covers all of those medical expenses and things that you would have to do for your pet anyway.
Right. You're making sure it's done before you let them go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you all get funding?
Well, it is a 501c3 organization, so we do rely on the donations of the wonderful public. We do a lot of fundraising events throughout the year, and also from the adoption fees that helps to keep the program running. We have a lot of awesome donors in the community.
Okay. So if someone loves animals and they wanted to get involved with your organization, either through time or money, how can they do that?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Noah's Ark, well, as well as any rescue organization, of course, I'm particularly involved with Noah's Ark. We could always use volunteers. Even if you can only volunteer an hour a week or donate $20 a month, or maybe just come by and walk a dog or cuddle a cat, that socialization, it's just wonderful. And every little bit will help. And like I said, the overpopulation problem in this community it's astronomical. And a lot of people have come to me and say, like, Leslie, I'm just one person. I can't solve this whole problem. But if every person contributed just a little bit, it would make a huge difference. So we can use all the hands we can get.
Okay. So I think you had mentioned that you guys have an Amazon wish list as well.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And yeah, we can share the link to that, right?
Okay. Yep, we sure will. Yeah. All right. So is there anything else about Noah's Ark? Any events y'all have coming up or any special drives that you want to talk about?
Yes. October 26th, we are doing a roadblock, which sounds like we're going to be standing in traffic, which we kind of are. There'll be volunteers out there on the street. I think we're going to be at like Home Depot and on Cumberland and on East AJ Highway. We'll be out there with our bright yellow shirts. You know, low-flying planes can see us. We're really loud looking, and we've got our buckets. So if you drive by anytime between 10 and 2, you can bring some cash and throw it in our buckets. That helps a lot. And in December, I think for the holidays, we're doing the Decadent Desserts auction. It's 12 Days of Christmas. I think you can look that up, hashtag 12 Days of Desserts on our Facebook page.
Okay.
And I think that starts up in December. And the organizations in the community, they bake cakes and cookies and all these wonderful, really wonderful things to eat. And they do an auction, and it raises a lot of money for Noah's Ark.
All right, good deal. Now, do you all take donations of food and stuff like that, or you just prefer that people give the money? That way you all have a special food that you use, or?
Well, they do use a higher quality food. We don't want to, just take the cheapest that
Right.
there is. But the Amazon wish list will cover, the types of food that we'd like, because we'd like to keep them consistent too, because
Gotcha.
some of our residents are there for, a longer time. We want to keep them on the right food. But that would be a good way to donate to the Amazon wish list to be able to provide food and supplies for the animals.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else about Noah's Ark that you want to share with us?
Well, we would always welcome some more volunteers. And we have an email address, rainingkatsndogz at yahoo.com. And if you email and say, hey, I'm interested, you can come and help with the cats. We have a lot of cat houses. They need, we clean up the houses. You do have to scoop some litter. I know it's gross, but you get to feed them. You get to play with them. It's all good. Or you can be a dog volunteer. You can go in. I think they're starting up a program where we can walk dogs, where volunteers can come in and take the dogs out of their kennels and walk them for a little bit, which is great for socialization.
Good deal. All right. Well, thank you so much, Leslie, for being here. We're going to let you get back to taking care of those cats that you were talking about. And Kim is not with us today, so I'm just going to be talking a little bit about what's going on in real estate today. Thank you again, Leslie.
Thank you.
So as you all know, the Fed is meeting today. We are anticipating a 0.25% rate cut by the Fed. It may be up to 0.5%. So that meeting is going on right now. I'm not 100% sure what they've announced because obviously I'm in here, but we will discuss it and let you know, once we can check on that for you. Now, a big misconception that a lot of people have is that, if they drop the rate a half or a quarter, then that's going to directly affect the mortgage rate. The Fed rate that they drop is the Fed funds rate. That's the rate that banks loan money to each other. So indirectly, yes, it will affect mortgage rates, but it's not going to be, an instant impact on them. We have seen mortgage rates come down over the past week to 2 weeks in anticipation of the Fed cutting that Fed funds rate today. So when I checked with Kim earlier, 30-year fixed rates are running about 5.875 right now, which is spectacular compared to where we were at 6 months ago, which was almost 8%. If you're doing an FHA or a VA loan, those rates are going to be right around 5.25. So we are seeing rates come down, which is a very positive thing for us here in the Hamilton County area. So if we talk a little bit about what's going on in real estate in Hamilton County for the month of September, we've already had 26 homes that have closed. The average sales price is around $330,500. Those homes have about 31 days on the market. The median sales price is at $265,000, which is quite a bit lower, and those homes have about 11 days on the market. Home prices have ranged anywhere from $180,000 all the way up to $629,000. We've seen 45 new listings come on the market in Hamilton County since the beginning of September. 14 of those have already went under contract. We've had a total of 45 homes go under contract this month. So for every house that came on the market, we've seen another house go under contract. We've seen 46 price changes so far in September. The average price reduction is around $22,000. Those homes have 50 days on the market. The median price reduction is $15,000. Those homes have 36 days on the market. 6 of the homes that have done a price change are now under contract. We've had 11 homes that were under contract that came back on the market for whatever reason. Right now in Hamilton County, we have 148 homes that are active and available for sale. We've got 101 homes that are currently under contract. So we've got homes for everybody as far as price ranges go. So whether you're looking for, you know, a $150,000 house or up to a $3 million home over in Windswept, something for everyone's budget. If you have been thinking about buying a home earlier this year, but the interest rates kind of knocked you out of thinking that was going to happen, I would urge you to go back, talk to your loan officer now, since rates have come down over 2%, and see what you would qualify for now. Because you might find that you're going to be able to qualify for a little bit more house than you could even 6 months ago. If you have a local business or belong to a charity here in Hamlin County and you would like to be featured on our weekly Facebook Live, please send us a message or leave a comment below. We would love to schedule you for a future episode.